What's going on? It's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and right now you're listening to Conrad Cushman and everything pro wrestling.
Jackpot.
Not many in this can understand. This the podcast to show you who I am. Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling. It can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anarchy on the podcast. There was anarchy in the arena. AEW Dynamite Double or Nothing just went off the air. We are live on the air. Thank you for joining us. You got myself, the man, the one, the only. He's in a blue shirt tonight. The man they call Derek.
Yo.
We are going to be giving a review for AEW Double or Nothing. 2023, obviously. We're going to go through the card, run it down. Lots to say. I'm seeing comments already flooding in here. It's going to be an interesting topic and conversation. Maybe we'll get a little bit of Derek's thoughts on Fight Forever. Clap, 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 clap. Fight Forever. But it's looking interesting here. So make sure you guys stay tuned in with us and let's get it.
Everything pro wrestling, it can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes. Everyday pro wrestling, it can never be you.
What is good, my people? We are here. Shout out to Monteezy for the intro. This is a different show, man. This is Double or Nothing. This one's got a little special place in my heart, man, for how much of a throwback the show is to all of us, I think.
Yeah.
Just getting started with AEW and everything else, man.
I agree.
Derek, a lot of people, Twitter, I see people in the chat talking about it. This show felt off tonight. We don't even have our final grade in. We're going to probably have to talk through it and work through it for this. What has been off for AEW for you? Has it been months? Was it just this show? Have things been off for a year? What are you thinking right now with AEW as a whole? Just your feelings on the company, I guess, is what we're talking about here.
I think we're at that. I think we're at that crossing point where it's time that we need to let some people go.
When you say some people, are you talking about talent?
Yes.
Okay, so you're
some talent. Either they go, either you release them or you make the move to Ring of Honor.
Wow. So you're saying more defined rosters.
Yes. Interesting.
Chat, feel free to throw your thoughts in on that. I don't know if Derek wanted to expound upon that anymore. If you're just
no. I think that's pretty much it. I think there are a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. The talent is good, but a lot of the talent should not be on the main show. If that makes sense, because I guess like.
I mean, everybody's going to have their people that they like. Some people are like, nah, you're not it.
Right. Like, I just feel like AEW is like Major League. Ring of Honor should be like AAA.
Okay.
But like it would still, in its retrospect, still do numbers. You know what I mean?
You would hope. You're hoping that. Let's get to the live chat, man. Got some live people. So if you're listening to the podcast, you know we always go to the live chat. Please, if you're in there, hit the like button for us. Also, subscribe to the channel. We've been making some big moves with some of the videos we've had up. We'll get to the Fight Forever one. Highest video on the channel now due to the Fight Forever news coming out this week. So thank you to everyone who has been supporting. Much appreciated. And if you haven't, go check out our YouTube shorts. They are 15 seconds long, even less, some of them. Doing big numbers, man. Derek had one of the most popular ones until recently. The Fight Forever ones just took over. Hey, but
it's game time though, bro.
It's game time, and we're trying to re-up. So help us get to that 2K. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend. Pass it on. Hit that like for us. It's all meaningful. Terrell, Everything Pro Wrestling. Right before Jericho threw that fireball, I said with him. I said, hit him with the fireball, Jericho. When he did, my family was like, how did you know? I said, because he's a wizard. And we bursted out laughing. Gosh dang it. Yes. We're going to get into some of that. You guys are giving out super spoilers in here. I'm just waiting for someone to say, what up here? Let me tell you to it. We'll get into this. We'll get into this, folks. Matt Lopez says, damn, good evening. What a show. Captain Planet, a.k.a. Dennis the Menace, a.k.a. Wheeler Yuta. Yes. Deanna, she comes in one of the first. I told you. I'm so glad I didn't pay for that show. I want to hear why it was bad from some people, because I'm seeing the comparisons. By the way, don't do that comparison shit when your company wins the weekend. Compare it every time. Right, don't do that shit all the time, because I want to hear, oh, this was the lowest NXT takeover viewed in history.
Yes,
I want to hear that number 2 then. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you went head to head tonight, but some people are saying Night of Champions delivered more. Fair point. B-Boy said, I hope for a golden return. Oh, I think you're going to be waiting for that for a little bit here, but it's happening. Kenny just did a post-show promo teasing 2 non-AEW friends as backup. 2. Derek Conrad and moderators, forgive me what I'm about to do. Super kicks B-Boy Skyline. Readers, damn it, T. Okada and Ibushi? Uh-oh. People are saying I think so. I'm keeping an eye on the media scrum. Takeshita, the new show Funaki. No one is the new show Funaki, Juke. You do not want to bestow that upon anybody. Casey in the house yelling, Takeshita. He's here. BJ's here, bro. I gotta do it one time for the one time. Little BJ rocking your shirt, bro. Thank you so much for the design. BJ in the house, much appreciated. Renegade L2K says, what up, Conrad? What up, James? Appreciate you, fam. Hello. Rob says, show was a tale of 2 halves, in my opinion. First half was overall a disappointment, but those last 2 matches and trios matches were bangers. See, Kenny should have got him a cinnamon bun. The crowd sucked. Yeah, that was a rough. Derek said that too.
Big time.
I'm taking that cinnamon bun and giving it all to Takeshita. Man, people are in here. What's good? Jesus De Leon. What's good? Ace also in the house. I'm just skipping around, guys, so I can get to people who are commenting. He's saying, what up, Ace? I agree with Derek. Send them to ROH. Sabu was cringe, somebody said. Cray said, what up, EPW? I like Jade. Cargill hated her entrance. The AK sorority are the rudest, nastiest, egotistical humans on earth. That's a fact. Woo. Before I talk my talk, I gotta be me. Salute, respect to my brothers Kyron and Derek. Sean Hubbard Wrestling Weekly says that. Tomorrow live at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time for Clash of the Podcast. That being said, before Double or Nothing's main event, I would have graded this show an F. After the main event, C. That's a big jump now.
Yeah.
1, Sabu in 2023, ridiculous. 2, Jade and Hayter losing, huge mistake. Oh, we're gonna have a big disagreement on that. It is not often for the title, makes sense, but title for title in London, Hayter versus Jade would have been groundbreaking.
It would have been, yeah.
Well, Jamie Hayter's injured, so that wasn't happening no matter what.
Right.
Like, we knew that going in a few days before that. It sounded like she was hurt. Jug, yes. Deanna said, I'm not comparing it to anything much of this show I've seen on a weekly basis. I'm glad to see Chris is back. But what I'm asking is, I don't understand in 2023 why anyone pays for these shows. Gotta pay, Juke. Gotta support what you like, because it might go away and you may not have it one day.
Right.
Texas needs to be the new Double or Nothing home. Take it easy with that, fam. Take it easy with that. So, what was bad about the show to you? That's what I'm asking people. It's on a solo tip level. What was bad in the show to you? All right. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. Let's start off here with some of the buy-in matches. Do I have? Yes, I do. I do have a buy-in graphic, darn it. We have the Hardy Boys and the FTW champion Hook versus Ethan Page and the Guns. I'm not sure if I remember this correctly. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Ethan Page is supposed to now work for the Hardys, and I don't know if Hook gets him too or what this is supposed to be, but okay.
I thought that's what the stipulation was.
Who at this point, right? Who knows?
Right.
Who knows what they're doing here? But that is supposed to be the stipulation. Derek, Jeff Hardy's back, bro.
Yes.
Hook got some new tattoo art, and early on in the match, the heels are using the outnumbering tactics. They're the bad guys. They're trying to get in where they fit in, I guess is the best way to put it.
Basically.
Dude, Jeff Hardy and this whisper in the wind, bro. What happened, bro? Jeff Hardy busted his ass. And I'm not saying this to pick on Jeff, because he doesn't deserve to be picked on.
No.
Because falling like that sucks.
It does.
But are we at the point to where it's like, maybe it's time for the Hardys to consider?
I think we are, because if you look at
chat, does anybody want to see a Hardy Boys tag title run in 2023? We're talking about Sabu is cringe, but the Hardy Boys are out here too. Like, come on. I know people love Jeff.
I think we're past. I think we're past the Hardy Boys right now, as far as like winning the tag titles and going for a run. If you do it, it's like a short run. I wouldn't make it a long run.
Facts. But
I mean, you could tell. Look at Matt, bro. The man needs help getting up off the mat. Like legit. Like he needs the help to get off the mat. The man's hips are fucked.
Yeah.
And Jeff is Jeff. Unfortunately. I love them both, but
yeah, it might be time. And I love that people are talking about it again. Juke said he actually got here early, anticipating the breakdown. Appreciate that, Juke. The crowd sucked. A lot of people, yes, I will agree with the crowd.
Yes, the crowd was horrible.
But that's what happened, I think, to this. And I don't know if that's what happened or if they were just doing those big deals, but the crowd didn't feel that same energy. There were parts where you were like, there you go, you're waking up. But then there were parts where it was like, what are we doing here, man?
Well, you know what, though? And this is strictly my opinion. I definitely think Double or Nothing is in the wrong city.
Well, it's been in Vegas every year.
Right, but we have a problem with Vegas every year.
What do you mean?
Like I think Las Vegas is like no disrespect, but I think Las Vegas has
when you start with that, it's already disrespect.
I mean, I think Las Vegas has too much shit going on as it is.
I think it's hard to get noticed in Las Vegas for what you're trying to do. I mentioned this. Why can't you take it to somewhere like a Atlantic City? There's other like casino known spots where you could take it.
Yes. And
like you said, there's a casino everywhere.
Yes, there's a casino everywhere. Like I just think Las Vegas has too much going on. Like you got magic shows, you got all types of things happening in Las Vegas. Like everybody's probably pissy drunk and they're like, oh, AEW is coming, but I got friends coming in, and so I got to show them a good time and all this other stuff. Like I said, don't get me wrong, Las Vegas is a beautiful place, but I think you got way too much going on to be putting on a wrestling pay-per-view there. It's not a wrestling city. I'm sorry.
Right. Matt Hardy owns Ethan Page's contract. Okay, so that's what happened. Honestly, Ethan Page ended up getting hit with 2 Twist of Fates and then the Red Rum. That's basically the end of it. It's what it is. This is what the story called for. I hope this story's over at this point. I feel like this has been dragged out to the fullest.
Way
too much.
Way too much.
Casey comes in. I personally didn't like a couple of the winners, but that's mostly personal taste. Excuse me. It was all done just fine. The crowd sucks. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Buy-in. That's a weekly show match. Nothing special. They built this up though. That's the one thing I will say about this. You can't say they didn't build that matchup up. That's been done for two or three pay-per-views. I feel like it's been, and there are months in between. They built up Matt Hardy and Ethan Page. Maybe it was on Dark, maybe it was on Rampage some of the time, but they did build it up.
They definitely did. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It did its due diligence, I guess.
Someone said, so to the Hardy Boys question, here we go. Deanna said, no, keep them away from the titles. I think the Hardys will pass the torch to Private Party. We'll see. Where's Mark Quinn? We got to get him back. I kind of missed the dude a little bit. He just hasn't been doing it. What Deanna said, Terrell said, not until Jeff starts cooking. No, they don't deserve the belts. It'll be a disgrace to the tag titles at this point. Ooh, no Hardy tag run, maybe a trios run. Matt and Jeff need DDP. Oh, goodness. Matt and Jeff revert to broken. Maybe they could do that. Not the city. It was the show, Deanna says. I don't know, man. I just don't think you can keep. Listen, it worked before when you had 4 shows and people would travel to the cities to go to the shows most of the time. But I don't think it works when it's when you have 6 shows. I made sure that I took my time to spend my money to go to the show closest to me, which will be Forbidden Door. Do I wish I could have went to the All-In show? 100%. But you don't have time for that stuff either at the same time. Let's see here. Going into BJ's comment, I paid for the show and I'm not mad about the fact that I did. That being said, most of the show felt like an enhanced Dynamite rather than a big pay-per-view, unlike their previous pay-per-views. I'll let you answer that.
I think I can agree with that.
It's a little harsh, I think. That it felt like they built these matches up, though. You get what I'm saying? Like,
but again, though, like I respect what Deanna's saying, but I definitely think
that was BJ. This is BJ.
No. I'm saying, like, I think this is the reason why it felt that way. Like, I'm agreeing with BJ because it felt that way. I think the fans didn't make it feel special. The fans make it feel special. When it doesn't feel special because of the fans, it just feels like a regular show. Because think about it, bro. In the beginning, were we really hyped up about any of the matches, about anything that happened? What did we talk about? We talked about the fans, like, yo, these fans suck.
It was the fans, though. The fans can either help make or break a show.
And I feel like Las Vegas breaks the show every time.
So every Double or Nothing has sucked.
It hasn't sucked, but it hasn't lived up to the potential that it should have.
I disagree totally. Double or Nothing's been one of their best shows usually.
Not in Vegas, bro. I can't do it in Vegas.
So when Jericho first won the belt, not it. Come on now. When Punk won last year, that was a bad show.
It wasn't like a show that
I'm taking you to task on this one. You said something.
It wasn't a show that it was like, yo, like from start to finish, like, yo, this is full throttle.
So what are their best pay-per-views then? I'm gonna give you some time to think on that. All right. So I got people talking about Conrad, please do not compare the Hardys to Sabu. What's the difference? What's the difference tonight?
Oh.
Truthfully, like, I'm sorry, but Jeff did not look good tonight.
No, Jeff didn't look good. Sabu damn near fucking died.
Renegade said time to move Don onto Atlantic City. I agree with James. Move it around then. it's time for a Double or Nothing to leave Vegas. Time to open the door to New York City, Miami, LA, Dallas. You could go anywhere though. There's casinos everywhere. Casino venues you could use. Sean says Atlantic City, Mohegan Sun. Derek, I think they stay in Vegas as yet another WCW retro feel. I mean, I don't think that's why they stay there though. I think they thought it would be a cool destination spot to get people to come in. It's a good vacation spot. It's like you're getting people to come in. But you could see Hardy's versus Page on TV, but they don't keep a lot of those other matches separate either. No. You're at the point to where you have to recycle the matches. You can see plenty of other matches on TV all the time. They still put them on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Or PLE, whatever you want to call it. Daddy B Gaming says, great weekend of wrestling. I agree. It was fun. Quen is out with an undisclosed injury. I'm kind of being harsh, but where's the lie? Yeah. When you have 4 for $40 deals and false burger and fries for AEW tickets, shaking my head. I don't know if that was real. Someone said it wasn't, but I don't know. I get it. You didn't like it. Oh, these two are talking to each other in here. I think people are used to WWE crowd noise. Bro, I'm sorry. We're on the crowd thing right now before we get into the main card. No, we watched SmackDown and they were fucking pumping in crowd noise.
Hyping like full-blown, hey, take this.
Yeah, don't.
Right to the face.
Don't ever try to play a player on that.
No.
They were definitely like, yeah, so here's what we're going to do. Nobody's clapping, but I hear a lot of movement. Just watch the crowd when you hear people doing things on wrestling.
Listen, the boos were so loud.
Let's see here. Casey said, like, most of the matches were specialty matches. The matches aren't what's wrong with the show. If the crowd was hype, it would have felt better.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't need to be in Las Vegas.
So you're saying the show's not bad. It was the crowd that ruined the show
the crowd
for you.
Ruined the show.
Okay, put this show in Portland and we're making a ruckus. Same matches, you be feeling it because we'd be going nuts. BJ said to continue my thoughts as to why I felt that way. One, Jericho's feud continues. Jericho's feuds are a problem. I'm not going to lie because we've been saying it for a while, like again, and you want it to end. And then you see something that's like a tease of a continuing of it. And you're like, no, please, no. It was built to be over. Two, the Jade match should have been... the second Jade match could have been a Dynamite segment. Co-mains felt like actual pay-per-view. Okay. Craig said, I think AEW Fight Forever overshadowed Double or Nothing. Not everyone's a video game player, to be truthful. Dang. At least Sabu landed. Daddy B Gaming said, Casey, I'm in P-Town too. Here we go. How dare they pipe in booze for LA Knight? See, Matt knows. Yeah, I have to disagree. WWE has no crowd noise for Raw or SmackDown. That's a fact. That is a fact. I'm not gonna lie. Difference between Sabu and the Hardys is about 20 years. All I'm saying is Sabu hit his spot tonight.
He did, but he almost died.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it looked great either, but
he almost died.
It's what it is, bro. He came out. He
did his thing. But he almost died.
Yeah. We also on the pre-show had the Owen Hart opening ceremony with Martha Hart. Mm-hmm. As Casey astutely pointed out to me, she came out like she was ready for the Kentucky Derby. I don't know what Martha came out rocking. Maybe that's how like big moments are supposed to be set up. I don't know what they were doing here, but they're kicking off the Owen Hart tournament opening ceremony here. I like that they put this on the pre-show though, because it was fine. Yeah. Give her some time to speak. And following up from that, you started getting entrances into the Battle Royal, and that is where the main show starts for us here. I did not update the graphic for this, so we're just going to keep it right here like this. Orange Cassidy is in the Blackjack Battle Royal for the International Championship. Who would defend their title in a Battle Royal? Beats the heck out of me. Right. I wouldn't be doing that, but because the chances should be pretty good that you get jumped and thrown out.
Exactly.
But I guess he had a lot of faith in people liking him in this one. You had the opportunity to tell a lot of stories in this when you saw who was in the match. You had Keith Lee and Swerve. They've been in a feud. Right. You had some other teams that you had Best Friends, and they've been feuding kind of with Kip and the Butcher and the Blade. You had Big Bill in the house. You had Ricky Starks, Jay White, Juice, my bud, Juice Robinson.
That dude got
Dustin Rhodes, Commander was in here. Bro, Commander did a springboard. Was anyone else besides me thinking, isn't Commander eliminated because he jumped off the top rope to the outside?
I'm thinking he stays alive because he wasn't physically thrown over by somebody else. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Right?
That saves him. That's it.
Yeah, hold on. We will talk about we're staying focused on. Owen's being honored. Owen's going to be honored for months. Martha, I don't know what Martha was doing out there. I mean, she did fine. She went and she had to say a few words about her husband. Toni wanted it to be that way. I don't think we need the belts and the trophy. I think we should just do the trophies.
Yes.
Make it about the trophy instead of that. But I'm looking forward to this tournament. I hope we get some really good brackets this year and some great matches. I like how they had like the FTR matchup last year. You can do some different stuff here. Let me see here. Jocelyn, welcome. She says, evening, Conrad and Derek. I think the show was a small tease of London. I think that's another problem while we're talking about it. London, I'm looking more forward to your other shows besides this one that's coming up first.
Yes.
Right? Moving on here. So the story here, Ricky Starks eliminated like Jay White and Juice. Big Bill dumped Ricky out. The final four we had in the match were Pentagon, Big Bill, Swerve, and Orange. Big Bill eliminates Penta. The ROH tag champ is out. Swerve turned on Big Bill. He got dumped. And Swerve and Orange, I love this.
Yes.
They had a great back and forth in this one.
They definitely did. Like the moment when Swerve put Orange's hands in his own pockets.
Yeah, he was trying to dump him out. Big Bill had a nice one too, like mocking him or whatever, or him and Swerve were mocking each other. That was good too. I thought this was a great ending. They had a nice back and forth. You thought Orange was going to hit the big orange punch to go for the win. They're both on the outside. Orange catches him. Swerve's hanging on by a thread, and instead he looks like he's going to jump up, and he doesn't. He just kicks his hand off the rope, and he falls. The crowd popped for it. I thought they did a really good job with the ending of this match.
Absolutely.
I loved it. Let me see here. We're getting some comments here about it. RIP to Owen Hart. Enough is enough. And it's time for a change. Owen was the man. Casey said, I love the battle royal, except Big Bill should have won. Like, geez, OC is so overpowered. I didn't think Commander was in the ring yet, so I hope he didn't go over the top rope. But he walked on it. So are you in the ring when you're on the ropes? You know what I mean? It confused me, like watching it.
I think he was in the ring.
Commander never got in the ring. That's why he was allowed to do that.
Are you sure? I definitely thought he got in.
Okay. I'm gonna let it slide. But Daddy B Game, the only criticism I had for tonight's show was the crowd and the announcers lacked energy, and the wrestlers needed to slow down some before they hurt each other multiple times. We're getting dropped in awkward landings. Conrad, be respectful, bro. What do you mean be respectful? I'm being respectful. I don't know why you're out there like it's the damn Kentucky Derby. No, that's the truth. I agree with Casey. Why are you out there dressed like that? She could have came out, Dr. Martha Hart. I don't care if she wore a doctor coat, something. You know what I mean? But you came out there like, I'm like, what are we doing here? Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Someone enlighten me if I'm wrong about this. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to hear it. But I was just like, I didn't understand the attire choice. That's all.
So
hashtag wrestler fashion. What do you want me to say?
Right. I think what should have happened if we were doing the tournament, then the attire should have called for the occasion. But the tournament didn't happen, so
Conrad's getting reckless. Watch Clash of the Podcast tomorrow. We're gonna get real reckless because all this Jade talk in here, I'm about to summarize all this shit up when you guys hear that review, when we get to that portion of it. It's all because he went through the middle ropes. Rob says all he does is walk the ropes, and Matalik does it better. Swerve and Orange would be a banger.
Oh yeah,
Casey's over Orange. I still like Orange, bro. Orange is great. I think they were in Vegas. Martha was like, "What would Bruce Wayne say? Let's go nuts." No, you're not in the ring when you're on the rope. They literally said that. Listen to the announcers. They're part of the show for a reason, buddy. Yeah. JR got taken off of the shit too after this, didn't he? Yeah, he was done. We're going to still need Big Stoke to use a stun gun on OC to beat him at this point. MJF wearing the yeah. MJF's rocking the cast. DJ Nasty 215 says, "Here we go." Martha thought she was Celine Dion. Laugh out loud, Swerve. Please stick to your wrestling. Great wrestler. I like Swerve's rap. Come on, Cray. Come on, Cray. Can't have that. So that was the end of the Battle Royal. Let's get into this match. This is where I think things kind of like got awkward a little bit, where I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's the unsanctioned match with Special Enforcer Sabu here. I felt like they had to do this to get like Adam Cole. He needed backup, but they were trying to make it make sense. I think Toni went for a surprise and like, well, who's around that we can use? Oh, Sabu lives in Las Vegas. Okay, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I thought maybe they would have had some ECW surprises in there with it. Sabu was basically there to help beat up the JAS, to keep them out of the match, for it to make sense. Cole and Jericho did a lot of stuff in here. You know, Lion Salt Super Kick, Lion Tamer, Fire Extinguisher spot. Spots we've seen them do in plenty of their other matches. If you've heard me review them on the channel, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Nothing bad happened here, but the finish of this, yuck.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just didn't like it, and I don't know if the ref called it too early or if that was what it was supposed to be. I'd love to hear what people think, because I thought the finish was going to be the boom with the chain around the leg, and that was going to be it. And instead, we got like
hammer fist.
Yeah, hammer fist to the face.
And then end it.
Yeah, I don't know here, man. That was I don't know. It's just weird. Adam Cole's just like punching him in the face and then he wins. I get they were trying to make him strong, but what are we doing, baby? What are we doing?
So an unsanctioned match, right? Why was it called if it's an unsanctioned match?
I don't know. I mean, and they had lights out they could have used too. But maybe that doesn't matter because of the records. I don't know. Sometimes listen, it's fine. It's all the same shit, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't like the finish of it. I thought you could have done it a little bit better.
You could have.
They had Britt run out at one point. They had some storytelling with her and the Outcast, Saraya mostly. So they still had to do some stuff in here for it. They tried. It was fine. It was fine. Whatever. They got to the point. Cole wins. I think Cole's your next challenger for MJF, in my opinion. He's on top right now, and I think that those two could put on a pretty good matchup if they need to.
I agree with that.
And I think MJF could play off of him and Britt and everything else that was happening on their previous show. Let me see here. Someone just said, I just looked up, Sabu's 174 years old. How dare you? Yeah, Sabu was still better than that Kool-Aid dyed hair plastic shirt wearing loser Jeff Hardy. Come on now, y'all. Derek Conrad, there was nothing like Adam Cole with KO win was not good. Yeah. I didn't like the finish of it.
Yeah, no, the finish was bad.
And I think this is a Jericho feud thing, though. I don't think it's like it's on the other person. I don't know what it is with Jericho feuds, but I feel like people are just tired of them. I don't know what else they could do.
Too long, bro. Like,
well, he ended Ricky, then he went on to this one. People wanted him to lose again. I don't know. He's in like that John Cena zone where you're like, yeah, he should lose. Yeah, he should lose. He can face Commander next pay-per-view. People are like, yeah, he should lose. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want him to do here?
I think same thing we talked about with
take a break.
Yeah,
maybe it's time. Listen, less is more sometimes with some of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone just said Jericho needs to go away. Cole and MJF, both Mike Skills promos would be fire. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the next move they need to try to make with Adam Cole. My opinion. I don't know. Casey said he liked Britt coming out to help Cole. Yeah, that was good stuff. Let's get into the next match. The AEW World Tag Team Championship match with special guest referee Mark Briscoe. I like this match.
This match was good.
I had fun with this one. So this is where I'm like, I don't understand what some people were like, yeah, everything was bad for part of the show. I'm like, well, no, this was pretty good.
Not everything. I definitely think that this one was.
I think people are over exaggerating bad when something's okay and you're expecting great all the time.
Yes.
That sometimes it's disappointing when it's just good or okay.
Right.
But I like this match. I knew going in what this was going to be. This was going to be the classic old school tag team match.
Yes.
The goofy like atomic drops. You're both gonna bump into each other. We're gonna do a little do-si-do, roundy round, double clothesline, tag, double suplexes, things like that. And then it got a little crazy throughout with some of this. Sanjay got involved. Mark Briscoe booted him out. He didn't wind up enough when he was like, "You're out of here." He didn't give us enough of the wind up. But Mark did his thing in this. So he kicked him out. And eventually he got clobbered. This was craziness. So Mark Briscoe eventually got taken out with a guitar shot, I believe, by Jeff Jarrett.
Yep.
Jarrett's like, "What the heck are you doing?" Here comes Aubrey after Sanjay's supposed to be kicked out. He's standing there looking stupid. Aubrey, he gets in her way. Aubrey pushes him out of the way. Karen Jarrett just clobbered her with a guitar. They had a lot of like, this was a Memphis style. Like they were just gimmick, give me another gimmick. Let's do this.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Let's throw it all together.
They were overbooking it. Some people were like going in that the shot to the ref. Yes, that was just whoa.
Yeah.
I don't even know where else to go. So Jarrett he's got the match won. He hits the stroke, but there's no ref. Jarrett then picks up Briscoe. He starts slapping him in the face. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I got this match won. Mark Briscoe slaps the shit out of Jeff Jarrett every single time he has to. He smacked him so hard into the big rig. 1, 2, 3. FTR retains. I'm happy with what they did here.
Yes. I think people get the wrong impression at times, and I could be wrong. This is just my opinion, but I think people get the wrong impression of what this tag team match should be, but it can't be. You know what I mean? Because Jeff Jarrett isn't nimble. He's old.
Shout out to Double J though. See, Double J stays within his capacity.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to respect what it is and what it's worth.
Let me put a little negative spin on this though too. And I know everyone, well, why be negative? But you have to be fair. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal have gotten too many tag team title shots and a bunch of other title shots to where I'm like, okay, bro, they don't win enough to be getting these.
Right, yeah.
So I hope that this is the end of that and we can move on to something else. I know you like Jarrett and Lethal, but if they ain't winning, they got to go. Right. They got to go. And that's how I feel with it. Rob is coming in. Hold on here. We have some breaking MJF news from the scrum. MJF says he doesn't mind going on last because he didn't want to roll around in Moxley's blood. World title going on last is kind of dead. Okay. And Rob says it was unsanctioned so far by their definition. AEW now will be held responsible for the outcome. That said, Aubrey had no reason to have concern for Jericho's well-being in the week finish. Casey said this match was fun as hell. Matt said this match was fun. When will it be Double J time? BJ said, it's my world. Good night, bros. Got to chat. I got to finish barbecue prep for tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow. Blessings to all. Oh, there will be. There might be some arguments for tomorrow on Clash of the Podcast. 6:05 Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Make sure you tune in. I agree with Conrad. This match was too. Karen, I like this match too. Karen was great with the guitar shot. Sick. What up? What's good? Sabu was barely there after all that hype. By the way, F Sabu and Jericho. Oh my goodness. Like AEW protects their refs in kayfabe, so Karen should be banned for life, right? LOL. Hey.
Not wrong.
She doesn't work there though. That's what they're gonna say. Karen Jarrett doesn't work here. Understatement of the year, Jeff Jarrett isn't nimble. I want a Slurpee since the race was over. Oh, she's talking about the indie. Jocelyn out here doing work. It's a shame. Oh my goodness. Hold on. We got to get to that matchup here so I can explain that. We haven't gotten to the women's title match. We're going to get to there. I promise you. Backstage, Bullet Club Gold jumps Ricky Starks. FTR are walking back after the match and they actually make the save for Ricky. So it looks like maybe it's going to turn into a trios match.
Possibly.
With Ricky. I'm okay with that.
Ricky.
Just say it. You might as well say it at this point.
Oh.
Okay.
Spanish.
Fired. I don't know why I have to put up with this, but that's what they ended up doing. I don't know. Maybe someone joins Bullet Club Gold. If we're going to expand, Bullet Club Gold cannot be 2 people.
Yeah, no.
This has to expand. Like
the Bullet Club Gold has to be 5 people total.
You got to put a couple people in there. That's all I'm saying. We need a few people, so then if they ever have to make a move to Japan, they got to team up for something. We're doing something here, right? Yes. We're cooking. But right now, I'm like, what are we doing? They pointed out Jericho's family. Glad we know where they're at. Hey, we ain't doing that on here. Double or Nothing was great. NXT Battleground was great, Tokyo says. He enjoyed both shows, it sounds like. Ricky needs a push. Seems like TK doesn't trust him. No, I think Ricky, listen, you can't push everybody at once. They gave Ricky a shot, and I think he delivered. So it's like, okay, let's keep Ricky around. Ricky's always been featured on the pay-per-view since then. Right. Jassa said Spanish. She was waiting for it.
Double J.
Next up, we had ourselves a ladder match with everything on the line here. Wardlow and Christian Cage locked up in a ladder match. My man Christian has been wrestling in the tactical neck. What is going on here, bro?
Slightly darker black.
Shout out to Archer. This was a ladder match. You got ladder match spots. Wardlow getting crotched. Wardlow getting catapulted into the ladder. Christian is a ladder match master, I would say, for the most part.
Yes.
We did have a couple spots where I don't know what it is about AEW ladders. Them shits are always bent, like during the match. Wardlow was able to jump onto the ladder. The ladder was like kind of rickety afterwards, and it looked like Wardlow might have busted his shin or something. There was a little fear at first that Wardlow like did something to his leg. Down he goes. The man goes down. The tactic neck is great, Casey said. It's amazing what they were able to do. Arn Anderson makes his way out there. Arn's been rocking the tracksuits. He's getting paid. He's living life like a boss, I'm assuming. Stop, Derek. Please stop. Leave that man alone. Luchasaurus was out there. He interferes in the match. He's going for choke slams and stuff to interfere. Arn Anderson bit Luchasaurus's finger, ignored the packet or whatever we saw right there when they do it. But Arn bit his finger. It looked disgusting what they ended up doing with his finger.
Yeah, it looked like took skin off, right? Or like the way that they
the way they like set it up. I don't know how they did that. He said, how do you expect the ladder not to cave with the way? I thought you practiced it. Is what I'm saying. This is not kayfabe. Like I was like, I thought you practiced this.
Right, you were supposed to practice that.
Yeah. But that was fine. Wardlow they take Luchasaurus to the outside, swanton from the top. Wardlow hits it like a pro, barely crashes anything onto Luchasaurus. It was a beautiful spot, right? Christian at that point comes up looking like his mom called him for pizza rolls, eyes above the ring apron, and he goes up and he basically has it won. I'm like, grab the belt, just yank it down. That's the only thing with ladder match. You got to slow climb, and then you're right there, and you got to act like you can't get to it. But I do like how he fell down. He fell right into Wardlow, perfect power bomb position. Down goes Christian.
That was probably like the best spot of the night right there for that match.
Right. Arn Anderson is shown after. Wardlow grabs the belt. Arn Anderson looks like he just bit into an uncooked burger. Like, what is going on here? Them hamburger Arn going to work on that thumb. They did what they had to do there. I was okay with this. Wardlow wins. I expected that. It's fine. I would have been happy if Christian won though. A little bit. I don't know why. The Wardlow and Arn pairing is just, it's there. I kind of want to give it a chance, but I kind of am like, I don't know, man. I
think that dynamic is tough.
Wardlow is not. How are we going to elevate this title with it on Wardlow? That's what I wonder.
I don't think you can. I think Wardlow has to move on from it, and somebody else has to carry that torch.
Right. It could be there. Deanna said War Daddy lost his nuggets in this match and a ladder. We can't have that now. Arm biting the meat of Luchasaurus finger. Gosh dang, Arn needed a Snickers. Okay, someone just said Statlander has entered the scrum. Arn is trash. He has nothing to Wardlow. Dude had a heart attack just about. Christian should have won, someone says. Moving on. I hope Eric's still in the chat because now we're going to talk about the women's championship match. I don't understand what some people are so upset about.
She's injured.
It's clear Jamie Hayter is injured by how they did the match. It's clear it's a shoulder injury, or even if that was what they were just playing off of, something on her arm is hurt.
Yes.
That she can't do this. So they still had her come out. She was like, listen, I'll be fine for a couple minutes and we can do this and then we'll make it happen.
Right.
What they ended up doing here was Hayter couldn't come back. So they said, all right, we're going to put on a match. They had Britt come down to try to help. The numbers game was not in their favor.
Nope.
So Ruby Soho stays out there. She uses the green spray paint. Sheeta comes down to interfere. They battle away.
Yep.
And then all that's left is Toni Storm. They used they exposed the turnbuckle pad really quick. This all happened in like, what was it? Like 7-8 minutes, maybe
something like that. Yeah.
She goes into it, hits the Storm Zero, the quick pile driver right on the dome piece. 1, 2, 3, new champion Toni Storm. I wonder how this is going to hurt the storyline plans that they had, but I think there's an option to pivot here. There's an opportunity here. B-Boy says, I'm okay with how they did this. Me and Casey did talk on the phone, and he said he called this. I'm still here. Okay, Eric. I wanted to make sure that you can understand this. So it wasn't like they wanted to take the belt off of her. I actually think they took a long time to do it. I'm like, yo,
it definitely took longer than it should have.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you could have just dropped her down, but maybe they were trying to make Hayter still look strong.
Right.
So this whole Hayter going to London shit, that was over. Tony knew before this show that that's over. That plan can't be done. Yes. I've heard people advocate Jamie Hayter should main event the All-In show. No. It cannot happen now. No. It's over.
The injury is too severe right now.
Yeah.
She can't function the way she needs to. And then you want to put her in a position where she could absolutely do real damage, and then we lose her for months.
Right. I'm trying to put up some of the comments for other folks here. I'm not mad that Tony won. Jamie should have lost to Jade, but I like Conrad said Jamie is injured. Eric said whatever happened to Rebel. Rebel went out. I think they stopped using her because Rebel wasn't really adding to the act anymore.
No.
She was kind of there, but it wasn't like when Britt was calling her Reba. I liked them as a trio. I liked her being there, but I think Tony just said, we're going to move on without it.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's looking at cuts he's got to make and things he wants to do in the future. And if he's like, yeah, it's not really necessary.
Yeah.
Because Britt's doing all the talking too. It's not like she talks for her. She's just there. So,
although to her defense, though, I mean,
she was great on the outside. She did a great job when it was time for her.
She was, but to her defense, though, I think she should still be there because I mean, look at who we have on the other side, Mr. Cutler, who's doing nothing.
Touche. First ever 2-time AEW Women's World Champion, Toni Storm. Yes, happy for Toni. I felt like her reign, like she had that interim reign too, that it should have been, she should have been an actual champion instead.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I mean? And whatever you think about the whole Thunder Rosa situation, it's going to be what it's going to be because there's two sides to that story and we don't know what's the truth. Everybody, you can argue it one way or the other with them.
Yeah.
But Toni, I think Toni and everyone else involved should have had the opportunity to be champion.
Absolutely.
Let me see here. What happened to predictability? The Milkman, the Paperboy, and the evening TV. Full House. Rebel still works. They're just not on screen. Thank you, B-Boy. Yeah, so they took her away from Britt, though, and them. I didn't know if she still had a contract or if she was doing something else. Who do people think Hayter is? Dustin Rhodes. Cutler works on BTE. And that's about it.
Still does nothing.
Somebody, these people out here going in, man. I I thought it was the right move. Now, I'm going to intertwine this with the other women's championship match. Stay tuned. I have a point to make, and I'm going to make this point on Clash of the Podcast tomorrow with Sean as well. It's all going to make sense. Give it time. All right? This has been discussed. We got it. All right? We got this. Next up, this is the worst kept secret that they were trying to pull here. AEW World Trios match. Derek, I know you're a big fan of the House of Black, but I think everyone, myself included, knew who they were facing in this.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Acclaimed win a Trios Battle Royal. They've been tagging with Billy Gunn for weeks.
Yes.
They had to be the ones to come out. By the way, Max Caster flamed on the microphone Buddy Matthews.
Yes.
I know that he was going in and he was talking about Dominic. Max did pretty well in this, and the reaction from the crowd was disappointing for the Raps.
Again, I'm telling you, bro, the crowd in Las Vegas sucks.
Okay, someone said, I think Rebel's a makeup artist for AEW. If you guys can confirm that, let me know.
Right.
Jamie should win it back in our home country. Eric, Jamie's not coming back. Yeah. She's going to be out for a while. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, she's out for a while.
Because if she would have been back by 2-3 months, I think they could have kept her on TV and just did other things with her.
Yeah, but they're not. She's done for a while.
Casey said this rap was fire. The line, Max was on fire. Who's your mommy? Buddy was getting razzed this whole night after this.
He was. Yes,
listen,
he was.
Buddy's a lucky man. All right, he gets to go home and actually be with Rhea Ripley. But the Flames were out tonight for what they were doing, and he lit a torch up under the House of Black's ass. But that's what Max is supposed to do, though. You can't come soft with the battle rap stuff.
No, not at all.
Both teams did their thing in this. The Scissor Me Timbers got like reversed, and Malachi put a knee bar on Anthony Bowens. They highlighted Bowens' previous knee injuries. I was okay with that. I felt like Bowens got his knee worked over for mad long, bro.
He did.
I was like, damn, bro, stop. Like, just tap. I would have been like, yeah, I'm done tonight, man.
Yeah. Torn meniscus, torn ACL, something.
Right? Like, I don't know. He looked like he was down and out, though, from all of that. So after they my meniscus,
meniscus.
Down he goes. I was waiting, and I told Derek before this happened, I'm like, Billy Gunn needs to get the hot tag, because I knew Billy Gunn was going to come in and tilt the world slam the shit out of Buddy Matthews. I don't know why. I was like, yeah, this is going to be great when he does it. Billy Gunn came in. By the way, Brody King in this match, I love the dog barking that he does.
Yes.
Brody King looks like someone who should be in like a bike gang or a gang, and you should fear that man.
Yeah.
Fear that man, because he's going to jack you up. Bro, he took the best famouser in a minute for Billy Gunn, bro. He flipped over for him. Billy Gunn was like, what the hell? He was on his back. I loved it. Brody King is the man. I love Brody King. This was really good here. And I think Malachi also showed his worth in this match.
Oh, absolutely.
The House of Black are... When we talk about people who should be on TV, it's everybody in that Collision ad who is not getting enough TV time. I know someone made a joke before about, Thunder Rosa is going to be on Collision. Yes, but those people deserve television time too, because they're good.
They do. They do deserve the time because they are good.
And I'm talking House of Black, Samoa Joe, FTR. And I'm talking about people who need more TV time. I'm not saying they don't get any. They need more.
They do need more.
I don't know what else to say about them. They did great here. Malachi delivers the kick to Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn sells it like he got the shit kicked out of him, which he probably did. Down he goes. House of Black remain the champs. Are you feeling the house what is it? House rules they call it?
Yeah.
You like that they've added it in?
Yes. Because it's almost like a rebel without a cause. But there is the cause. Like we are defending the titles on our turf, on our terms. And that's I think they need to run with that for a good amount of time. So I know one of the rules is that the other team can pick like a rule, and I feel like they didn't. I don't think they did this time.
So I don't know how they would do that, but things to consider. Maybe that's not part of the rules anymore. Next time we watch it on Wednesday, we'll have to look.
Right.
Let me see here. Deanna, Brody is a sweetheart, but looks like a beast. I don't know if needs to leave, but they should have made him champion. Oh, they're talking about Cody in the chat here. Someone said Thunder Michaels. Here we go. James going in. Deanna says, I love house rules matches. He said the Acclaim said they didn't want a stipulation. Okay, fair point. Casey says, I love the house rules. The Acclaim literally said they weren't picking a rule. Why do you not listen to the show? I did. When did they? Was this in the rap?
I didn't.
You didn't hear it either, right? Yo, bro.
When did they say it? Because I didn't catch it.
Oh, they said we don't need a stupid rule to beat your emo asses. I thought that was a line.
I thought that was a line too.
I guess that makes sense though. I guess that's them doing it. It's weird to do it in the rap form though, where they're like, yeah, so it's the rap. It was in the rap. Okay. All right. Listen, when I'm breaking down bars for rap songs, we're breaking down the emo asses. I was on that, and that was it. I was like, okay, it rhymed.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's it. I wasn't thinking about it.
All right, we don't want to talk real hip hop right now. All right, whatever. So they don't need a rule. So I guess that you don't. You get what I'm saying? Like you could pick any stipulation, and you're like, nah, I don't need one.
Okay.
What? You listen to JR, Casey, instead of talking about me listening to the show. Listen to JR then. You're talking to the wrong guy about Asuka. Here they go. There must be a WWE part going on in the chat right now. I'm gonna have to skip over that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the Acclaim could have picked if they would have picked a stipulation to it. Because here's the thing. I think the Acclaimed aren't hurt by this loss. House of Black are elevated.
Yes.
The Acclaim will still be over. I do feel kind of bad. Like I keep saying this every time, but I feel bad for Keith Lee a little bit since All Out, like the whole "Oh, scissor me, daddy."
I think that took a lot away from him.
Here he goes, JR, most overrated announcer ever.
I don't know. That Eddie Guerrero on top was
a classic, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
JR's got some good ones back in the day. I think now,
now
maybe. Hey. You can try.
Sorry, JR.
You can try. That's all I can say. Let's move on to the next matchup. The TBS Women's Championship. We had the champion Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie. Derek, going into this match, did you think Taya could have been a champ?
Honestly, you know what? At this point in time, I was actually kind of thinking that she could have been the champ.
It was believable.
It was believable.
And I think that they did a really good job here. Both ladies came out. They both had a special entrance. I really liked Taya's. I thought that it was cool.
Yes.
Casey, don't make me laugh, bro. You got chill on the stream. only certain people know what that's, bro. Blackula. Shout out to I gotta give a shout out to Deadlock Talk podcast for that one, bringing that up. I was in tears, bro, when I first heard it. Who was in here talking about Morbius? It was Jade's time to move on. Here we go. Deanna said, I was thinking Taya could have won. They could have done it here. We talked about this.
They could have.
Jade came out and she had her is it sororities colors on the what do they call it? AKAs?
AKAs, I believe.
I don't know.
I believe
the pink and green. Listen, quick story, real quick. Derek, were you there when I almost fought those other dudes?
No, you told me about it.
Oh yeah. Well, the homies we were playing basketball with today were definitely there. And I almost got into a fight one time with the frat. So I am not the biggest, like, Phi Beta Kappa Gamma and all that shit. When you try to pull out your little twisty, twirly candy canes out and try to fight me, I'm like, what the hell is this, bro? What is this? Over basketball? And I was like, yo, bro, stop talking wild to me, bro. And by the way, karma eventually did get those people who tried to fight me.
Yeah, it did.
It resulted in a pretty bad head bashing. Not from me, but from someone else that was in our crew.
Yeah.
But never again, bro. No. So yeah, I understand some people's dislike for, and I'm not saying everyone who's in a sorority or fraternity is bad. Just not my thing. That turned me off from them when I saw them try to do something like that. So whatever. Never was into it. Let's see here. Taya is fantastic. I wish she won, but I don't like that she was immediately overshadowed. We'll get into this. I'll try to keep it quick. We were talking about this in the match. Jade did a springboard in this match and got ate with some double knees to the chest, but that was pretty good. Taya hit the fall to Valhalla. She only got a 2 count from it. Ended up going back and forth with Jade. Jade hits Jaded. She gets the big pinfall. Jade wins, and she is 60-0.
6-0.
After the match, smart Mark Sterling gets on the microphone and says they are ready for any challenge. Out comes Chris freaking Statlander. We've been waiting for her to come back. She's not the alien anymore.
No.
But here we go. Out comes Chris Statlander. They have themselves a little bit of a match here. A little back and forth. Chris Statlander fights it off, and eventually, number one, can I tell you the fear on my face when Jade's head was straight down? I was like, please tuck your head. Maybe she was waiting, but I just hope Jade's not hurt on that. Like, that was all I could think of. But they landed. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Chris Statlander is now the first person to defeat the initial champion for the TBS championship. So Chris Statlander will be the second champion for that belt.
Yes.
I'm okay with this. I always felt like Chris Statlander was supposed to be the one to get the title.
Chris Statlander was supposed to get the other title.
You think she's supposed to win the women's championship?
Yes.
Nah, I don't think so. I think because weren't her and Jade supposed to have a match at was it All Out, or am I thinking?
I don't think so, bro.
Or was it Double or Nothing last year? They were supposed to have a match and then it got switched.
Nah, bro. She was supposed to win the title before they did the TBS title.
This dude's tripping.
I'm just saying, bro.
Not against who was she gonna beat? Britt Baker? No.
Yeah.
She lost to Britt Baker.
No, bro.
Nah. See, we're gonna disagree on this. Britt Baker, the only person Britt Baker could have lost the first reign to was Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa made sense.
She was supposed to win
the cage match. Yo, go back in history. Derek is bullshitting right now.
She was supposed to win that title way before Jade was even in AEW.
Bugging, bro.
No.
As the alien.
Yes, bro.
Greetings, Earthlings.
She
What?
was supposed to win that title a long time ago.
We'll see if the chat thinks the same. Jade losing is the worst AEW decision ever. Terrell, no way, bro. I'm about to tell you why. This is good for Jade.
It is good for Jade.
I want to knock something over, but there's nothing near me that I can. It's coming out your budget. What they did here was very good for Jade Cargill. I'm about to explain why, and I'm glad this comment's up. And y'all could tell Sean when we talk about this tomorrow why. This was a good move. Number one, Jade Cargill is no longer the TBS champion. Jade is not going to be tied to that belt, and she's not going to be tied down with any of that stuff. So Jade's free now, right? Should Jade stay there after she beat 60 people? No. Or got 60, I shouldn't say people, 60 wins? No. Jade should be elevated up now into that main women's championship feud that's been going on. Yes. Jamie's out. Jade's in. You could tell a story here where Jade's needed. She'll be someone that maybe they're both sought after. Or Britt Baker's like, Jade, I need you on my team for the help. And Jade could have this internal battle with Smart Mark Sterling and the crew. Maybe they could change her and Layla Gray babyface. You could do something with this, though. And I think it could work. You could make Jade a bigger star from this if you do it right.
You can. You have to look at it, though, bro. It's like you go from AAA to Major Leagues.
Right. And to me, this is just a belt. Like, you're just moving up to the next level. Boom. Now you're in the world title position. Jade has been pushed very well, and you don't have to give her the title right away, which is something I don't think they need to do. No. But now that she's in this position, she's feuding with the champion. She's getting ring time with these guys. Yes. And then you could have tag matches. You can do stuff if you're trying to integrate her in slowly. There's a story to tell here. And now Jade can lose matches on these shows. It's not the unthinkable, like, oh, Jade's not losing to this person. Jade's not losing to that person. There is something here. Statlander deserved it with all the time she put in over AF. Casey felt like Taya was a little overshadowed. I shouldn't say a little, but didn't like she was immediately overshadowed. I'm surprised they never ran a story with Taya almost taking out Aubrey. They still could. Maybe Taya turns heel from that. We don't know. Jade walked like she had what? No, she was doing a dance. She got sang out to, what was her name? Big Boss Vet. Yeah, she was stepping, they call that. Little what HBCU, little black college for you. That is like drill team, step team. They do all that stuff. So I knew what Jade was doing there. I thought it was cool that she got to come out and dance with them.
It was
cool. I like that.
It was.
I didn't mind it. Guy will gamble. Hey yo, fam, square up and lose the cane. B, yo, bro, you don't even want. One day, Guy will gamble. If you ask me that question, I'll tell you the whole story on here. That's got to be like a Q&A only with me and Derek. We keep trying to do one of these, but AKAs and Q dogs are the worst people. They're just morally bad people. So here's my conspiracy about Jade losing the belt. She was supposed to lose to Mercedes, but she got injured and she pulled the audible and gave it to Statlander. I think Statlander was going to win the belt at, I swear it was All Out, bro. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone in the chat correct me. Chris deserved this. I'm so happy for her. AEW pulled a Charlotte Flair. Terrible. Jade laid out a challenge, too. Well, Smart Mark Sterling did. Right. Nah, if she wasn't going to end the streak, don't do it like that. Not to say Statlander doesn't deserve the champ. She definitely does. Plus, she looks great. Definitely has more muscle now.
Yes.
Statlander is cool. Hope she stays healthy. Like I said, I just hated that they immediately overshadowed Taya. Yes, if you're a Taya fan, I can see why you'd be upset by that. Maybe so, but it happened. So who's next? Yes, I remember that Conrad the alien gimmick was meh. Yeah, they switched from it because I don't think a lot of people liked it. Jay can go after the main title now. Jay can go after the women's title down. Yep, now the Hayter's down. Jade and Bianca losing were good. Yes, you can do more things with them now. You know, when people lose the Intercontinental title, move up to the world title scene, that's what's about to happen with Jade. Boom. Thank you, Casey. Summarize perfectly.
That's it.
Jade losing is not good. WCW lied about Goldberg's streak. No, but eventually become so unbeatable, bro, that we're talking about that cattle prod shit again. Like, yeah, what's it gonna take to beat someone? You know, like we're looking at Orange the same way. Orange Cassidy can get hit in the head with a brick and he's kicking out it too. Like, okay, now what?
Right. Yeah.
So that's where we are with this. I don't know. Let me see here. WCW lied about Goldberg's streak. WWE ruined Asuka's. AEW could have made history and did the right thing. Tosses a yellow flag. I disagree totally, Terrell. I think this is going to be beneficial to Jade in the long run. Or Jade could take some time off and get some more work making her better. She could do a tour in Japan if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Maybe she steps away and then you go back to the story. The question is, how long can you keep the Outcast story going too? We're getting to the point of I feel like we're in the middle of it. It's like, okay, I hope an ending's in sight soon for what we're going to do. Ace agrees. Positively E in the chat. Yo, sororities. Beyonce's homecoming. Laugh a lot. I got you, fam. Catching you guys again soon. I appreciate you, Guy Will Gamble. Thank you. Statlander versus Jay was supposed to be all-out match. See? I knew I wasn't crazy. That was supposed to be the match and they had to switch it. Heel Taya is better than babyface Taya. I can hear it. Let me see here. Dolly Pool. Why is everything pro wrestling trending? The Gay Twitter Ireland, and there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. Feel free. Send them my way. If you like pro wrestling, come talk it. Got to 60, way more than Bill Goldberg, more legit than Bill Goldberg. Ed Fries, hey boys, what up, Ed? Toni keeps hugging everyone on the media scrum. I'm assuming I'm on Wipe Me Down. BOOSIE. And never heard anyone like Bill Goldberg ease on his Bret Hart right now. Now Jamie can't win in her home country. Jamie's out. There's no match for Jamie Hayter. Maybe she can come out and make an appearance, but that's it.
Nah, she's gonna be down for a while. It's over. It's a shoulder injury.
Yeah, you're not bouncing back from that. You can't. I have a lot of notes for this match. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all now, the main event I don't have a lot of notes for. AEW World Championship, the 4 pillars: MJF, Jungle Boy, Darby, Sammy Guevara,
Spanish God.
They were up in this piece. I really enjoyed this match.
This was match of the
night. This is my match of the night too. I really enjoyed this. I don't know why, but it was great. That's just how I feel about it, at least. They crushed it, dude.
Plush leather.
I thought that they did a heck of a job in this one. The build was bad, I feel like, for this, but it ended up being good. And I think the build is bad because number one, we all kind of knew where they were going with this. Like MJF had to be the guy.
Right, yeah.
But at the same token, everybody was talented. First, congratulations to Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti. Yes. They came out and then with the cue cards, it had an announcement, and they said that they're having a baby. Congratulations to them. Darby got a video package. I don't know what this Elvis shit was. Darby always does weird things that feels like horror movies, but he's probably like laughing at it like this is great. He beat up like an Elvis with the MJF like face with the eyes cut out, and yeah, and then he ended up riding away on like the honeymoon skateboard. Yep. And coolest scene though in Las Vegas to do that. It looked so dope.
Yes, but then came out dressed up as Elvis / half skeleton.
Came down on the skateboarding ramp, hit the Christ air. I'm kidding, but he definitely came down off of a ramp on a skateboard. It was cool.
Not gonna lie, bro. That Christ air is definitely a dope move.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was my move on Tony Hawk. Shout out to Tony Hawk wherever he is.
Tony Hawk.
Listen, someone said Darby Presley. Let's see here. I'm surprised Sting didn't show up in any shape or form. No, Sting's been kind of trying to stay out of it, man. Sammy Guevara, can they go away for a while? We haven't forgotten the foolishness they were doing last year. I think they're trying to repair Sammy's gimmick here, though, too. Like Sammy, they've been trying to do something with him. The weird thing is when you're part of like the JAS still, like, what are you doing here?
Right.
People are saying that this is an awesome four-way. He said Darby is married to Chaos. Let's see here. Going in on this. All right. The MJF had a special interest too. That little Devil King shit. I don't know what he was doing. I was waiting for Cody to come out with the sledgehammer after they give it all away and take my freedom. But MJF came down with the little devil mask sitting in like the throne, and they played his music with like violins and stuff. It was very orchestra sounding. It was nice.
It was dope. It was definitely dope.
They all jumped MJF to start. It makes sense. MJF's been a prick to everybody since his company started. You got to do that. Following up though, there were just beat downs and everything in this, and then you got all the four-way stuff. I'm not gonna go through my move by move for this because we'll be here all night talking crazy.
All night.
There were lots of like Sammy's catching people in cutters, Darby's diving like a madman, Jungle Boy's doing flips. Everybody's doing their thing in this. I'm trying to see if there were good things. I did like that everybody did like their mentors' moves in the match. Yes. That was really good.
To me, I think the best part of the match, MJF doing the eye rake to all three of them.
Oh, the eye poke. Boom, boom. Chuck, come on. I got you too. MJF is great. He's a heel. He's definitely taking it to that level.
Yes.
And when I said they all did their mentors' moves, like Sammy did like the code breaker.
Yep.
Darby did like a Scorpion Death Drop, Scorpion Deathlock. They had a bunch of spots. Jungle Boy did Christian's move.
Yep, did the kill switch.
They knew what they were doing here for a lot of this.
They did, and I respect the fact that they paid attention to who got them to where they are now, and honoring that in this type of match.
Then we got Canadian Destroyer Frenzies. Petey Williams is probably somewhere pissed. Billy Gunn is throwing shit backstage, waiting to yell at Jungle Boy, which I hope he did.
I hope so too.
Just a lot of destroyers happening here. Like, what is happening here? They traded the pinfalls. I like that too.
Yes.
Oh, and the submission where they were all locked in the submission too.
Yeah, that was dope too.
Don't overdo it though. Now I don't want to see it in every match, but I did like that they did that.
Yes.
The pinfalls though was great because the two of them would be hooked up. One person would get out and like flip into it. They had some nice transitions in some of them.
Technically, Sammy Guevara was pinned for a 3 count.
Yeah, listen.
He was down long enough.
Let it rock. See. We're paying attention to the match shit versus those announcers. That's how we missed that other bullshit. I'll take full blame for that. Dustin, what up, man? I see you in the chat joining us. I'm about to pull up some comments here in a second. MJF teases he's going to hit Sammy with the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Darby comes from behind, hits him in the head with the skateboard, coffin drop, headlock takeover after a little callback to their previous match. But Jungle Boy stopped the count. Jungle Boy was pissing people off in this match.
Bro.
They did a good job, though, because then when they teased the next spot with the championship belt, MJF looks like he's going to try to use it. Then Jungle Boy has it in his hands. And is he going to clock Darby with the belt or not? And he has a moment of clarity. He pulls the Roddy Piper WrestleMania 8. Fans booed that shit. I think they wanted to see him turn.
He should have.
Right? Casey said it right here. Should have turned Jack heel. They could have done it. Jack should have hit Darby with the title, New Jack. Hollywood Jack Perry, man. Rob called it best, man. They didn't do it, though. He didn't resort to it. Sammy then goes to the top rope. It looks like he's got it won. He gets pushed to the floor. Down he goes. Down goes Frazier. After that, Darby sets up for the coffin drop on the fallen Jungle Boy, who is knocked. MJF sneaks in, tosses the belt on him when he does the coffin drop. Down goes Darby. He gets rid of him, and he picks him up, and Jungle Boy is just down. Floats over with the headlock takeover. This son of a pup. I hate you, MJF. He beats Darby again with the headlock takeover.
Same move. Which also kind of sets things up for me as a rematch one-on-one.
I think Darby has to be on the short list of names of people who could take the belt from MJF right now.
Yes.
When you look at it, I don't know how some people are going to feel about this, but I think Darby's on that list. I think you could put a CM Punk on that list. And that's depending on what the story you're going to tell is. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying he's a potential person. Or you're going to be sitting around here waiting for someone to get built up. Maybe a Wardlow also makes sense because they had it there. But I don't know how much people would buy into that at this moment, too.
I think your top three would be Darby, Adam Cole, or I don't know who I would make my third.
They've got a couple options, is what I'm saying. Maybe Kenny. Kenny could be another one to possibly be MJF, I think, if you wanted to. I don't think you're going back to Moxley anytime soon.
No, I wouldn't say Kenny just because Kenny's got like more to do. Instead of think of the title, because he had that title for a long time, bro.
Right. E said, man, these referees went DQ Mike Tyson when he was out of the ear. I think E might be behind. Jungle Boy was pissing me off in that match. I was calling him by his government name. Jungle Jack. So Taya's 2 months. I'm not speculating on any of that, man. I don't want to say anything. That's their personal life with that stuff. The headlock takeover was brilliant. Darby at MJF at All Out. Darby wins it there. I think we're gonna wait a little bit longer. I feel like MJF's gonna be the champ going into the new year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's how I feel. Adam Cole is rumored next for MJF. I stand on that. Top three to beat MJF is Darby, Orange, and the non-AEW The Rock. Terrell is sticking by The Rock showing up to beat MJF. The universe is about to change. If you smell. Excuse my French, but MJF cheated on Wardlow. Dustin is coming back to the Statlander thing. She deserves to be champion. I hope she doesn't get injured as she normally does. I was joking in another wrestling channel feed that she tore her quad. Oh, come on now. Don't wish that on my girl Statlander. She doesn't deserve that. I want her. I hope she stays healthy. She got her title reign. She deserves it. Sammy putting a video on his YouTube channel that says that is why I said that. Oh, okay. I haven't watched his YouTube in a minute, so thank you then for letting me know that. I did not know that. Wardlow versus MJF could be Deanna. Could be the choice. Because I also think Punk's not the right guy either. Personally, I'm just saying he's on the list of like you could maybe.
Yeah. I think Wardlow's in the top 10. But I don't think he makes.
If he gets hot again, I think you do it. I think you consider it putting him in there. But he's got to get warmed up again. The problem is his TNT title reigns have been and it's been pretty annoying. But I love this match of the night for me.
Second that.
Main event time. Anarchy in the arena. You had the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club. Baby faces, no hair on the chest. Heels, hair on the chest. I've learned this from CM Punk and many other vets. So this match, I went in knowing Wheeler Yuta was going to get the shit beat out of him in this match because he is a Captain Planet shithead Dennis the Menace motherfucker. But we love Wheeler Yuta here.
Love Wheeler Yuta.
He is a menace to any match and for the Blackpool Combat Club. Love him. This match was interesting, and I'm curious to hear what everyone thought about this one. Let me see here. MJF versus an undefeated Roderick Strong. Casey said, yo, I'm not going to lie. I'm still surprised Roddy's undefeated. Starks is another one. Thank you, Craig. I definitely agree.
Starks has to make his way up again. Though.
Sean Spears reunited with MJF again. We'll have to see what that's about. Yuta. I love it, man. I love how they let the music play like last year. I saw some people like bitching about that on Twitter, I think it was. I was like, what? There was also some other bitching going on Twitter about the singer. I don't want to get into any of that right now. So my next note in this match is the referee was bleeding. Why was Rick Knox bleeding?
Right. Dude, that was the first thing that I noticed. Like, why is he bleeding? What happened to him?
Right. The band continuing to play was awesome. See, Dustin said the music was annoying as F to him.
Yeah, them continuing to play that.
I'm with Casey. I thought that was great. I loved it.
No, bro, how? The music was playing and they were losing while the music was playing.
Who? The other band that they were playing for?
Yes.
But bro, that's the appeal of it.
No.
No. You're not getting away from this.
Nah,
New Jack used to do the same shit in ECW. That's why this is great. New Jack coming out there. It's time for the hardcore underground.
But was New Jack losing?
Yes.
The whole time?
He would lose for part of it.
Part of it.
But the song never stopped with New Jack. You would just have Dr. Dre on repeat.
Bro.
The Gangsters was out there, bro.
They were losing damn near the majority of the match until they stopped.
Bro, that was fine.
No, bro.
Derek, you're splitting hairs.
Nah, bro, that shit was ass.
Matt Jackson took the worst from this match. For the elite side, yeah, Matt Jackson definitely got.
Oh yeah,
he got fucked up a little bit in this match. I'm not gonna lie. Claudio swinging him into the trash can. He got pile drove in the back of a pickup truck. Listening to my Backstreet Boys in the pickup truck. Old Stone Cold's out here. What the hell are you two doing back there? Claudio's just pile driving him. This was great. The lead singer eventually got super kicked while he was playing the Wild Thing song, and I thought that was like a nice way to end it too for people who didn't want it to continue. You see what I'm saying? They satisfied both sides of it. You knew it wasn't going to continue for the whole match, but
just the music playing the whole.
Bro, I'm gonna go back and show you a New Jack match, and you tell me if this is not great. Because eventually it was like yes, because it became a staple of it. You were like, oh, this is nice.
So we're gonna do this every single time.
I think it was a nice. I think you don't do it every single time. Like next year, I think they're gonna tease it and then maybe you pull the cord real quick. Like, nope, you're done. Stop the music from playing. But I liked how last year they did that, where they threw someone into it, then it played again. Like Wild Thing. They were like, really? It's back on. It was great.
No, bro.
They're hating.
I can't.
Casey said they weren't losing most of it while the music played. Trust me, I actually listened to the show, unlike you guys.
They were losing. They were getting their asses handed to them out in the crowd.
Yeah, they definitely. By the way, BCC's entrance, Sierra Hotel. Oh, here we go. The Shield. The exploding super kick. RIP to the shoes. Claudio, best punt in the world with that sneaker. Yeah, I don't know how Matt Jackson came out there with that super kick, like with the boot. I wish that damn barbed wire match they had with Kenny and Moxley worked that well.
Right.
That shit was perfect though. It looked cool though. It looks cool in like a slow motion stop frame. Following up from that, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson, I should say, got tacks in his feet. Fucking painful. What type of Home Alone shit is this?
All in the heel.
Yeah, just shit. Reasons why Conrad never became a wrestler. I'm gonna need you to take a bump into thumbtacks with your feet. Fuck you. Like, no, I'm not doing that. That does not sound like it's fun.
No.
So he got slammed into those. Eventually he got a mouthful of thumbtacks and European uppercutted by Claudio. Wouldn't have been doing that either. Let me see here. After that happened, Omega and Hangman were side by side. They were like, we're gonna fight together, and they were they're the second AEW tag team champions, so they're fighting together. Right. They're about to do a callback to the Buck shot and all that. But then Don Callis, who was on commentary, I don't know why, He was out there. Well, we know why. He's a rat bastard that you can't trust. So they're out there. They're about to hit their combo, the V-trigger, buckshot lariat combo, whatever. I don't know if they ever had a name for it.
I don't think they did.
But Don gets up from the commentary ringside, and he handed Yuta a screwdriver and all this. Kenny was going to beat him down. He gives Yuta the screwdriver. Yuta, this fucking menace, bro. I'm not even joking. Just runs up, bam, stab right to the head for Hangman, go down. He goes for Kenny. Kenny blocks it, knocks the screwdriver out of his hands. Kenny's about to go for the win. They stop him. Here comes Konosuke Takeshita. He delivers a mean-ass kick or whatever he did. I don't know if it was a forearm, a kick. He hit Kenny Omega. Down he goes. He reveals himself to be with Don Callis. This all makes sense. We've been talking about this for weeks now when they started doing the reveal for this. So now this adds another person on the BCC side. Now, did he join officially? Did Callis join? They really didn't say. It's left up for speculation. And after that, the seatbelt pin. Wheeler Yuta won the fucking main event for a pay-per-view. Wheeler Yuta better be talking shit the next time Bryan Danielson calls him a shithead.
Right.
Right? That is it. Boom. Facts. I don't know, D. This is good. I thought this was a great ending. BCC looks strong. It's 4, excuse me. But Kenny said that he may have some friends to call in as backup. Kota Ibushi is definitely one of them.
Yes.
Speculation for who the other may be. Lots of opportunity. Maybe
there is a bunch of opportunity.
Maybe it's someone from New Japan. Maybe it's someone from DDT. I'm interested to see who Kenny brings. We'll speculate more on Wednesday for Dynamite. Jericho threw a fireball at someone. We had mentioned that earlier in the show. But we know for Dynamite, we're having a mixed tag match, I believe it was. Jericho and Saraya versus Adam Cole and Britt Baker. Baby. So that should be pretty interesting. Where are we here? Backstreet Boys sound like The Rock. That was definitely where that was from. When The Rock made fun of Stone Cold. Remember that PS3 glitch when you would pause the match using a card, your saved music would start playing? I always played Natural Born Killers track 1. See? That New Jack shit is iconic, bro.
Nah, bro. Playing music throughout the match is garbage.
You're hating. This match was nuts in the best way. I wish they did it with both feet. You sicko. How could you? Brian's on the media scrum saying he made Yuta do a 6-mile hike for losing on Wednesday and doing push-ups and bridges on the Red Rocks. Yo, shut up, Danielson. I remember trying out for wrestling. Couldn't even take a back body drop without crying like a bitch. Damn, thumbtacks in the foot. Respect to those men. Yeah, you got to remember that every time when people start doing shit like that.
Absolutely.
Much respect, because I wouldn't be doing it. Nope. Everyone thought Callis was going to come out with Punk to cost the Elite when we realized Anarchy in the Arena was going on last. Nah, it wouldn't make sense for Punk and Don to be together. I mean, you could do it, but not the time. Punk would be a better time. Listen, I know I fantasy booked it where like Punk comes out and all that. You could, but I'm not mad at this. They're going to save Punk for that Chicago show. The punished shoe was asked back for by security. Wow. Boo. What am I getting then?
Right.
Don's new son, Takeshita. Wheeler winning during the APPI month. Let's go. Good for Wheeler. On the seeds being planted for Nigel versus Danielson. Ooh, I would love to see that match if they could do it. Kota Ibushi will make it blood and guts. I hope so. Ibushi is showing up on Dynamite. Let's hope. If he doesn't show up, I'm going to give him until we go to the Forbidden Door show. Ibushi showing up. Oh, they could add Shooter Aminu. Shooter has been rolling with Moxley. Moxley did hook him up. What up, Derek? Derek Fleming in the chat. What's good, bro? Last 2 things I'll say about the topic, but the real reason why I'm mad. 1, you have a woman who has won 30 matches in a row in Julia Hart. And 2, when has Toni ever shown that her and Britt were on the outs? Who's her? Pronouns, pal. Let me know, Eric. You might have to let me know in the other stuff. On the outs level, I don't know what that means. E giving us this. So once again, Toni punked out the original. Toni Storm made a comment about Jade during the press conference. Okay. Nigel has been calling Bryan Bryan clam digger dancer for the last few weeks on ROH TV. I don't know what that means. We better watch your mouth.
Right.
All right. If Shooter joins, then Okada joins the Elite since he's the third Young Buck. Oh, shit. It's going to be fun, guys. Have fun with this. Kenta showing up, perhaps. Mock Punk. Could be. Y'all think Ibushi's signing with AEW? I think Ibushi's best role for him is to be like that freelance free agent. That's just me. Y'all know he don't like doing the contract thing. He tried with New Japan. They proved him right. I don't know. Apparently he's been talking to New Japan too, though. New Japan, WWE, and all of them have said it. Casey, not a fan of Caps Lock, aka Kenta. Toni Storm said she beat up Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes is more than welcome to come over to AEW anytime she'd like. Bring her back.
Let's go.
I'm down with it. When has Toni shown Jamie and Brits were on the outcast level? What do you mean? Firing back? They're always outnumbered. That's the point. They're always on the recovery to get new people. That's why I'm saying Jade could be the tide turner for this feud. Especially if Mercedes is going to be out for a while. Who knows how long that'll be.
Right.
Then you need someone like Jade. I think that'll help out a lot with all of this. Derek, this is where we give a grade for the show. Chat, please feel free to do the same. You could be out of pizzas. I don't know. You tell me however you want to do it. Me and Derek go by letter grades. Grading systems down below. What do you think, D, on this one? This is different. Let me see if I can pull up the stuff here. If you guys haven't, please make sure you hit the like button for us. Show us some love on the live YouTube version. And if you're listening on audio, leave us a 5-star review. Derek, what do you got here, man? I've got it up, man. Is this... I'm going to give this show... I'm going to go... They gave us some really good matches at the end. I can't really complain about that.
No, but...
Dude, I feel like I'm going between one of the bottom ones here. I feel like we're in the B range with a good or solid. What's the better term here?
I'm really pulling for a C+.
Come on, come to my side. I'm a little higher than you. I think B- B area.
If anything, I'll give it a B-. If anything.
All right. I'm gonna bump it up to a B.
I theoretically want to give it a C+.
I'm gonna go with a B for this. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good show. Main event was match of the night. Jesus says. Let me see here. Terrell says A- only because Jade's lost. Come on now. 35.4389 kumquats. All right. Double or Nothing or Night of Champions. Here. I knew that was coming. What show did you prefer, Derek? Me and Derek, we talked about this before. I'm not going to front, bro. I definitely shitted on some of the WWE logic with the whole like, oh no, the Usos did something again. All right, bro. They've been dragging this shit. All right.
They have.
Get to the point.
Yes.
With some of this shit. It's annoying. You guys don't have telephones?
Right, exactly. Night of Champions.
You're giving Night of Champions the nod over tonight?
I don't know if I can.
He's giving this a thumbs up. I would give it 6. Would have been 5 if it weren't for the great main event. Main event saved the show from getting a C. I agree. B- overall. All right. Rob, since we're in me, you, and Rob usually talk about, I'm gonna go B- then, to be fair, for our overall grade. I tried to elevate it a little bit more though. I said B, but okay. Jesus says thumbs up show for him. B- for Double or Nothing. A+ for EPW. Thank you, Matt. That's why they should have never gotten rid of Rebel. What was Rebel gonna do? 6 said C+ for this show. Deanna said D+. B, Casey said, would have been a B+ if the band had played for the whole main events. Sleeper match to me was House of Black. Really enjoyed that. Enjoy them. Need more trios teams. I think they got to figure out how to balance the trios and the tag teams out.
Yes.
That's a difficult thing. B-. This show seems to be all over the place for people.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting from this. I'm seeing more B- than we did get a D+ and a C+ on here though. And you're leaning more towards with what 6 said, C+ for you.
Yeah, but I guess we'll push it to a B-.
Nah, me and Rob outnumbered you, bro. Gotta accept it. So we gotta meet in the middle. So B- is what we'll say.
B-.
We'll be fair. Biased opinions. Night of Champions was the pay-per-view of the weekend. Say what you want about that main event ending. Was a long time coming. I have a bad feeling about that main event ending though. So listen, I think all this shit's being done for if Cody wrestles at SummerSlam for the belt. This is a little spoiler. I might talk about this tomorrow. If Cody wrestles for the main event for the title, I think something's going to happen involving all this, and everyone's going to be pissed. More on that tomorrow. I'm going to leave that where it is.
Of course, because it involves Cody.
Renegade L2K, B- Sabu's cringe. Yeah, that is true, Kyra. We do need some balance of teams. Yeah. I hope we get Jamie in the UK someday. Maybe they'll go back for Revolution next year. They might be looking at moving some of these locations. I think it's something for Tony to consider going forward.
Absolutely. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
But listen, we could be here all night talking wrestling. It's almost 1:30 in the morning here on the East Coast. Tomorrow is a holiday weekend. I hope everyone who celebrates the holiday Memorial Day, I hope you guys have a safe Memorial Day weekend. Stay out of trouble. Be good. Enjoy your friends, family. Eat some barbecue for me. Derek, any other final messages here? Oh, wait, we didn't talk about Fight Forever, did we?
Oh, no.
Go ahead, Derek. I'll let you give your quick thoughts. I've been putting up videos for it. It's coming out June 29th. Available on all of your consoles. You see them here on the bottom. PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC. Getting all that good shit. Here's a look at Adam Cole, baby. They did show off a 4 Pillars match. Look at Sammy's hair there. Derek, you're going to love it.
I hate Sammy's hair, bro.
So lifelike. They had all good stuff with them in there. You saw a little bit of the Double or Nothing arena. A little bit of beatdown getting put on Darby here. A little jumping. Here is Sammy going up for that high knee on Jungle Boy. Game looks great, bro. Quick thoughts on that, and then we'll get on out of here, Derek.
I'm excited for this. After watching that trailer, the chain moves, chain transitions look phenomenal to me. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but to me, they look really, really good. The game looks smooth. And if you haven't seen that the FanFest gameplay with Danielson and Britt Baker. Oh, that
game looks like it's a lot of fun, man. If you guys are getting it, let me know. I'm down. Game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I appreciate everyone who checked out the videos. Like I said, after this, if you need something to do, put on our YouTube shorts. Help us out. We got I think we're at 3.3K right now on one of the videos. Thank you guys so much for that. Can't wait to see CJ beat Derek on Fight Forever. The best part is going to be him eating that steak, egg, and cheese, bro. He's going to be pissed.
It's not.
It's got to be filmed too, bro.
It's not.
Right here. I want it right here on this table. I don't care if it's cold, hot. I want it hot. I want it hot because I want it to come out that same way. Man's going to regret this talking all that shit.
It's not happening, bro.
Ass whipping.
80 for Brady over here, bro.
All right.
Which one you want, bro? You want the Brady New England style or Tampa Bay style? I think Tampa Bay style will probably be a little bit more fitting, just because it's a disrespect to the NFL. I retired and came back and won my 7th ring, so I think Tampa Bay style might be the way to go.
If we ever talk about Tom Brady and his football prowess again on the show, you're out of here. All right. Derek, they said Derek about to be looking like that Eddie Kingston model. that one model looked really bad. It's off-camera footage for the record, too. But Eddie Kingston definitely looked like the head off of Child's Play 2 when they're dipping him in the molding and shit. You leave it alone. Steak, egg, and cheese, and the best of TNA DVD set. Yep. Let him go home and eat that shit right on camera. Get ready to fly. Why are you laying down in this match? This doesn't make any sense. I am. Nah. You'll be watching that and be like, the X Division shit was good. That's all they're going to say. Nah. Beer Money's not too bad, but I don't know what the other shit is.
Right. It's going to be, you know what? We'll put on the most disrespectful championship that Tom Brady won.
Which one? The one when he cheated?
Against Atlanta.
Get out of here. Guys, hit that button for us. Me and Sean will be back tomorrow for Clash of the Podcast at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. For myself and the man that you guys all call Derek, we are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. Thank you all for joining us. We are out. One.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, please listen every day to the showcase, the opinions and knowledge that anyone can take, showing you how it is done, proving I am number one, what a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes.